Imagine a distributor that is shared with thousands of people around the world. Every time someone writes a new entry, everyone can receive the same one. No one can secretly erase or change the old records, and everyone can verify the information whether it is correct or wrong. Sound futuristic, right? Well, this is exactly how blockchain technology works. Most people think blockchain is only about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. But the truth is that blockchain has the potential to transform industries like banking, healthcare, supply chain management, education, and even voting systems. In this video, we will understand what blockchain technology is, how it works, its key feature, real world application, advantages, challenges, and why expert call it if the technology is the future. So first, what is blockchain? Let's start with a simple definition. Blockchain is a decentralized digital ledger that records transaction or data across the network of computers in a secure, transparent, and tamper-resistant way. Let's break down the term block and chain. A container that stores information or transaction data is a block, and chain is the blocks are connected one after another, forming a chronological chain. So that is what blockchain is. So each block contains the transaction data, a unique digital fingerprint called a hash, the hash of the previous block. Because every block is linked to the previous one, changing one would record changing all the following blocks across the thousands of computers. A nearly impossible task. And how does blockchain work? Imagine Rahul wants to send one Bitcoin to Priya. So first step is transaction request. Rahul initiated transaction using his digital wallet. Step 2 is broadcast to the network. The transaction request is sent to thousands of computers, known as nodes, connected to the blockchain. Step 3 verification. The nodes verify whether Rahul actually owned the Bitcoin and whether the transaction followed the network rules. And step 4 creating a block. After verification, the transaction is grouped with other validated transaction into a new block. Step 5 adding the block. So I already told you that each and every transaction, a new block will create. The new block is linked to the previous block using cryptographic hash and permanently added to the blockchain. Finally, step 6 transaction get complete. Priya receive the Bitcoin and the transaction become a permanent part of the blockchain record. This entire process happened without the involvement of bank or any other central authority. And next, we are going to discuss about key features of blockchain technology. First one is decentralized. Traditional database are controlled by a simple organization. In blockchain, data is distributed across many computers, reducing dependence on one central authority. Second one is transparency. Every participant in the network can verify transaction record on the blockchain. This increases trust among the user. Third one is security. Blockchain uses advanced cryptographic technique. Once data is recorded, it becomes extremely difficult to alter without network consents. Fourth one is immutability. The records stored in the blockchain are permanent. Instead of deleting or changing old record, new entries are added to reflect updates. Traceability. Every transaction have a complete history, making it easier to track product, asset, or information across the entire life cycle. And next, we are going to discuss about types of blockchain. First type is public blockchain. Open to everyone, anyone can join and participate. Example, Bitcoin and Ethereum, anybody can able to trade. They can easily create an account, they will invest, they do the trading process easily. So it is a public blockchain. Second one is private blockchain, controlled by a single organization and accessible only to authorized participant. For example, I'm running a business, so I have the access and I give that access only to particular people or particular managers. So people, those who really wanted to involve in that work. Third one is consortium blockchain, managed by a group of organization works together, often used in industries like banking or logistics. Hybrid blockchain combine features of both the public and private blockchain, following some information to remain public while keeping sensitive data private. Next, we are going to discuss about real world application of blockchain. Blockchain is much more than the cryptocurrency. Here, some of the excited applications, so banking and finance. It's the fastest international payment, reduced transaction cost, secure digital asset management. Second one is supply chain management. Companies can track product from the manufacturer to customer, improving transparency, reducing frauds. Third one is healthcare. Medical records can easily stored and shared among authorized hospitals and doctors while protecting the patient's privacy. Electronic voting. Blockchain can create transparent and tamper-resistant voting system, reducing the possibilities of election and fraud. Third one, education system. So universities can issue digital certificate and degree that employers can instantly verify without the risk of forgery, forgery. And even most of the institute are started providing the digital certificates to the students. And finally, real estate. Property ownership record and transaction can be securely stored, simplifying the transaction process. Now come to the advantage and the limitations. So advantage, it enhances security. Data is encrypted and distributed across the network. So it enhances the security, greater transparency. All participants can verify records. Reduce cost. Fewer intermediators mean lower processing fees. Improve efficiency. So transaction can be completed fast. High reliability, no single point of failure because the ledger exists across the computer. Fraud prevention, immutable records make tampering extremely difficult. At the same time, we have some limitations. So first one is scalability. Processing a very large number of transactions quickly remain difficult for some blockchain network. Because it's a network. Energy consumption. Certain blockchain systems, especially those using proof of work, require substantial computer power. High energy consumption is there. So high energy consumption, so carbon footprint will also be there in the process. Regulatory uncertainty. That previous video also we discussed, for example, go and check that cryptocurrency video. So in that video, we also discussed about this regulatory uncertainty. So before investing our money in the cryptocurrency, we should be uh, more aware of regulation for each and every country. For example, America didn't ban cryptocurrencies, but China banned. So cryptocurrency in China is completely banned. So which country you're from? What is the policies that your government framed for investing in cryptocurrencies? That has to be clearly monitored. So government around the world are still developing rules and regulations for blockchain-based system. And fourth one is technical complexity. Blockchain concept can be difficult for beginners to understand and implement. Data privacy concern. While blockchain is transparent, organization must carefully balance transparency with the need to protect sensitive information. Finally, future of blockchain. Many experts believe that blockchain will become a core part of the digital economy. Government are exploring digital currencies, businesses are adopting blockchain for supply chains, and industries such as healthcare, education, insurance, and tourism are experimenting with a decentralized solution. Emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and the metaverse are also expected to integrate with blockchain, creating smarter and more secure digital ecosystem. Blockchain may not replace every traditional system, but it is likely to become an important foundation for many future innovations. So, do you think blockchain will revolutionize the industries beyond cryptocurrency? We have to wait and watch. So, till that, bye from Dr. On the Balaji.